There's an underlying narrative in this week's flaring of the tax debate that it's all about helping small business. All parties, Labor, Coalition and Greens, say that's their focus. Everyone loves small business. But will what they're talking about really help small business? What do those in the engine room of the economy really want? I asked the chairman of the Council of Small Business in Australia, Ken Phillips. Ken, how many small businesses actually pay corporate tax?
Oh, very few, Alan. The bulk of the small business people are either sole traders or partnerships. There's only 700,000 of the 2.1 small business people are incorporated, and of that 700,000, a very, very small number will have any benefit out of this corporate tax cut. Effectively, the only people who will get any benefit are the very high income earners, and I mean very high income earners.
Is that because most small business people actually pay personal income tax, even though they might have a company?
Yes, for a vast bulk of small business people, it's the personal tax rates that are relevant to their hip pocket. And if they have a corporation, they will feed the money down to themselves and pay tax at the personal tax rates. So it's not until you get into very high income areas that the corporate tax rate becomes relevant to you in terms of balancing out your tax obligations.
Well, if the government really cared about small business, what would they do?
Oh, well, they'd make sure that the tax benefits were being delivered at the bottom end of the small business range. Now, they're actually taking those away.
How are they taking it away?
Well, there was a small business tax offset for the low-income small business people. Now, those people earning incomes up to about between 50 and 75,000 are losing that, and effectively in the order, I forget the figures, but in the order of a 20% tax increase for those people on the lowest incomes.
So what else should the government do apart from tax?
To improve the lot of small business, I'd be saying to them, first thing, they've announced the Small Business Commissioner, and that's a good thing. But at the moment, given the information we've got at this stage, this is a Small Business Commissioner without any role other than advisory, so it's become a bit of a talk fest.
What role should it have? What power should the Commissioner have?
It should have a power to impose on government agencies resolution of disputes when they have them with small business people. Without that power, it's a toothless tiger and it really does nothing.
So what the government really should do is to protect small business from themselves.
Correct, yes. When small business people do business with the government is just about the worst in terms of screwing over small business people, and there are time and time again plenty of examples of this. So if a Small Business Commission is really going to work, it needs to have teeth and it needs to have that dispute resolution power for small business people against large government.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Alan.